Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis, coming to you from the Ventura Cigar Company studio, and with me today is Jiunn Liu. How you doing, Jiunn?
I've been better.
Uh-huh.
I am pigeon proofing my house and rodent proofing my house. These fucking pigeons are still coming back. Anyways,
The rats with wings.
fuck, man. Anyways, we're here to talk about Davidoff cigars.
That's right. So today we are talking about the Davidoff The Master Selection 2007. It's kind of a Toro-ish cigar, 6-inch by 52 ring gauge. Comes out of the Davidoff factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano. The binder is a hybrid Olor Piloto. Filler is Dominican San Vicente Lejero, Piloto Seco, hybrid Corojo Olor Lejero, and San Vicente Mejorado Visus. Blended by Eladio Diaz. Price point is $35. The cigar was released in September of 2017. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your smoking experience like?
Smoking experience wise, initial inch or so is very like what I think of as a very classic Davidoff cigar. You get a lot of like hay, grassiness, cedar coming through. Um, but I think the cigar really comes alive after that initial first inch or so. I got more flavors out of it, like coffee beans, toasted bread, white pepper, and those flavors mix with that hay cedary note really well. Retro the cigar, it gives a lot of richness and spice, cedar, that same toasted bread, and I started getting some of the citrus note, like a sour citrus kind of a thing going on. Finish primarily dry earth, cedar, strength and body medium. Getting into the second third, this is the best part of the cigar for me. I've kind of felt like this is kind of where the cigar hit its stride. White pepper, that bread, especially shines. And that citrus is really starts to come in through like the mouth draws as well. Coffee bean cedar, there's like this like occasional like coconut strip kind of a thing going on. I know it sounds fucking weird. I got it. Strength and body overall still medium. Finish off the cigar within that last third. It became more mineral based for me. I started giving this like graphite, like a pencil lead kind of a flavor note to it. Because of that, especially that breadiness and that citrus started really taking a back step. And then the only other change within that is the strength kind of starting to hit that medium full mark, and then the body stayed medium. In terms of construction, first, the good part, the draw was really good. It was perfect. I had some issues with the burn. So within this cigar, I spoke one example of it. The negatives were uneven burn, and that really led to some few touch-ups. Other than that, the temp was cool, sturdy ashes, but I had to knock it down a couple notches because of the uneven burn.
And then for me, the cigar started out with like a slightly sweet, spicy cedar along with a fairly full black pepper in the background. That sweetness kind of subsides about a half-inch in. Some cream kind of enters to mix in with the slightly spicy cedar and fairly full black pepper. About an inch in, the spicy cedar and the cream, kind of what was present at the beginning of the draw. Black pepper is kind of how it finishes out. Retrohale was, general wood note, almost some cream and black pepper. As that first serve was coming to a close, black pepper, mellowed out significantly. Spicy and creamy cedar remained up front. Strength was slightly above medium. Getting in the second third, cream picks up kind of the primary note over that spicy cedar, while the black pepper is really faint in the background. A little further in, the cream moves back to even with the spicy cedar. About an inch in, cream and spicy cedar kind of keep jockeying for position, in the front, while the black pepper still, kind of really faint, almost, gone from the profile there. Retrohale's creamy cedar without the spice. About an inch and a half in, spiciness picks up a little bit. Cedar becomes fuller as the cream is really a supporting note, and the strength remains at the slightly above medium mark. Final third, cedar transitions to a slightly charred oak, a little bit of cream in the background. Further in, a little bit of mintiness joins in the profile. Same profile kind of carries over to the retrohale. About an inch in, char begins to pick up. Oak and the mintiness is quite full while the cream had left the profile. And as the cigar wraps up, it starts to heat up a little bit, which brings a kind of a toasted note to that charred oak and the mintiness. Strength is medium full in that final third. In regards to the burn, a little bit of an adventure. Required a few touch-ups where the burn got too far off that I didn't think it was going to catch up, or it would seem like the cigar was going to go out on me. Ash did hold on 1.25 inch increments. In regards to the draw, it was a little bit tighter than I prefer, but it didn't really cause any issues with the smoking experience. So overall, what were your thoughts on the cigar, June?
So this is our third master selection that we reviewed and
Yeah.
smoked. So we reviewed the 2008 and the 2010. 2010 being my cigar of the year last year. So better than 2010? No, it's pretty hard to be that better. So the way I see it is, so basically, these being so pricey, and most people would not be able to just like buy boxes of this stuff to smoke. I think the viewpoint that I like to give is, well, what should a master selection is worth it, right? 2010 for sure. Like I think absolutely I would cough up and buy a box of these actually because I liked it that much. But is this one worth it to like at least try it? I think it is. There's some really like moments of greatness in this cigar, especially in that second third, where like some of those notes like that toasted breadiness and that white pepper and with that like that citrus kind of a sour note coming through. It worked really well. Like sometimes when I smoke a cigar and I think it's like really, really good, it's almost like I kind of forget that I'm smoking a cigar. Like the flavors I'm getting out of it is so like easily identifiable with like the real thing, that it just becomes like really good. So I kind of felt like that within the second third of this cigar. Compared to, so like basically if I were to compare this 2007 to that 2008, the 2008 I kind of went back and looked at my review notes, and I kind of felt like it was like consistently good, whereas this one kind of went from like good to like really good, and then kind of back down to good. But I don't know, man. Like I feel like if I'm going to spend $35 on a cigar, I don't expect any construction issues whatsoever.
Right.
And this one, although I rated it to be good, it should be flawless. That was a bit of a bummer. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you talked about the other versions of these, and I think they all present good flavor profiles centered around kind of spicy cedar and cream. In this cigar, the final third kind of dropped down in enjoyment, and then the burn was something I had to babysit the cigar with. So kind of along what you were saying is like you don't expect that from a cigar at this level. But I was in my notes, I wrote like maybe this was just a one-off experience, and maybe you were gonna have a better experience, but that wasn't the case. So I don't know if that's a consistent thing with this version of the cigar. Out of all of them, this is not going to be the one that I would say was my favorite out of all of them so far. It's still a good cigar. It's just not my favorite out of this kind of line. But if it's a good cigar, price point's high. If you're kind of going out looking for something that you're just kind of like going to splurge on, you're not going to be disappointed by the cigar, unless the burn really puts you off or anything like that. But it's still an enjoyable experience. You just have to deal with the price point on it. So getting the scores, you gave it a 7.32. I gave it a 6.37. How do you think that matched up with your experience?
Matched well. I mean, overall flavor profiles are good. At some parts, really good. And then what really knocked it down to like that lower sevens is the couple notches in lower burn marks. So
yeah, flavor profile for me was good, and the construction was pretty similar to you. I was one level down from you on both the burn and the draw, so that's kind of where we have a little bit of difference there. And I had a slightly lower score for the flavor, but still a good tasting cigar. But at $35, you have to just weigh your priorities, I guess, in what you're looking to do. Any other final thoughts from you on this one?
This reminds me, might be a stupid analogy, but anyways, I'm going to say it anyways. So this reminds me of like, so yesterday took out the girlfriend's mom her parents for their anniversary dinner. Right? Went to this Italian place, kind of 20 minutes or so away from me, and then like most dishes are like $25 or so, and I'm thinking it better be fucking good, right?
Yeah.
Get that kind of money. The dish came. I ordered lamb rack. It was good, but the lamb was overcooked.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, it's good. It's not worth the $35.
Right.
But am I going to go out for it again anytime soon? Maybe not.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's a good analogy. Yeah, it works.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. But also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Be sure to follow us on all the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+. And you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.